Hello, ladies. Welcome to the French Relationship Expert. My name is Coach Andres. I am Alex's head coach. And today we're going to talk about a specific topic. Why do men cheat? It's the unfortunate question we all ask. But before we get started, I'd love for you to start off with just hitting the like button. Because the more you hit the like button, the more we can help women like you in this situation and avoid these cheating situations. Number one, why do men cheat? It comes down to a big insecure problem, I would believe. The insecurity a man has and invested in a relationship and chooses to go towards another direction, another woman, and not tell you, is a reflection of who they think of themselves. They don't trust themselves. They're not secure with themselves. They need that constant validation of that chase, that challenge, like a boy playing a game with a toy. He needs that constant fix, that conquering moment, that conquering sensation. And for whatever reason, he's not getting it with one specific woman. He needs it with multiple. And that's not a good thing. It's a very toxic quality. You don't want to actually think that you caused the cheating. This person has their own personal problem. So you don't always have to point the finger and say, did I make him cheat on him? Did I gain a couple of pounds? Am I not getting myself ready enough? That gives no excuse and no reason to understand why someone is cheating on you. It's a very disloyal, disrespectful thing. So don't try to rationalize it. And don't always try to think that you're the problem of it. It's his own problem. Remember that, okay? Before we get into the second subject, why do men cheat? And I know this is a very serious topic, so I'm trying to bring some light to it, but I want you to be strong about this because we want to avoid these scenarios. And there's a variety of reasons why a man might cheat. So you have to be alert and informed to know and be able to detect these, flags in a way. The second one would be him controlling too much, him thinking he has you in his hands, right? And when he thinks that he's controlling you, he thinks that he possesses you, he owns you, that he can treat you just the way he wants to. Kind of like a coat hanger. He's going to throw his coat and you're just always going to be there to hang his coat. And when he doesn't want it, he's going to put his coat hanger somewhere else. And that's not respecting you. That's not validating who you are. So you trying to understand why is he doing this, it's because you kind of maybe enabled his behavior to let him control you. There's some level of codependency that you kind of let go of yourself to give him not just the keys to the car, but you gave him the whole book of who you are. And he doesn't have any desire or challenge or chase anymore. So he's going to go abuse his power and try to control another person. So you really want to hold yourself accountable and responsible to saying, am I giving too much of myself too forward, too quickly? Am I making this too easy for him? There's a lot of narcissistic tendencies out there and people out there who just want to have that conquering moment, have that accomplished, I won, I got it, another notch on the belt attitude. And those jerks deserve what they get. But it doesn't mean you are attracted to them, doesn't mean you want them. You have to be aware of what you're doing. One guy could be insecure and cheat on someone. You have to be aware of what he does and his tendencies of maybe leading up to that. Or if he's controlling you, you're letting him control you too much and then finds another reason to cheat on you. So there's different reasons that can kind of start the actions of someone cheating on you. You just basically being blindsided of his insecurity, or you giving him too much control. You're giving him the access of everything. You're giving him the keys to go do whatever you want. And we don't want that either. So before we go into our final topic on why men cheat, please don't forget to subscribe. Because the more you subscribe, the more we can help you. And that's what we want. We want to avoid these scenarios for you. And again, I know this is a very hard, touchy subject, but we want to make sure we avoid these problems, avoid these scenarios with these men. And the third one, which is the most common one, he's taking you for granted. Simple as that. He just doesn't realize what he has until it's gone. And that's very unfortunate. Because you have so much to offer. You are committed to this relationship. You're putting yourself in a vulnerable place to love someone. And nowadays, trying to find that connection is even more, not just valuable, but it's more intimate. We've all dealt with 2020 and the pandemic and connection and touch and, distance. So when you really choose to be in a relationship these days, you are also fighting a level of, pandemic responsibility to be physically close to someone. So you're actually very courageous to actually get into the dating world these days. And we applaud that. You're holding yourself to a higher standard because you also want to be safe about this. You should never let someone take you for granted. Don't confuse nice with stupid. You could be nice, and you could be sweet, but be aware. And if you feel like someone's starting to walk all over you, and take you for granted, that's kind of going to lead to him trying to think he's going to control you, which will lead to the same action, unfortunately, of cheating. So there's 3 different examples that can kind of lead to the same result, unfortunately. He's either controlling you, he's actually dealing with his own insecurity, or he's taking you for granted. And regardless of whatever situation it is or examples that we just told you about, and whatever the solution is, whatever choice it is, the why he's cheating, doesn't validate his actions, doesn't excuse his actions. So I hope you're aware of these tendencies, have now more of a detection of where these might go when these scenarios come up, and you stop yourself and you ask yourself what's really going on and confront it because you're worth it. So again, I know this is a very sensitive subject. It's a very heartfelt subject, and we've all been there in some form, in a sense. So I want to help you with this. I want to make sure I'm there for you. I want to guide you. I want to instruct you. I want to be there for you to make sure you can be not only aware of these flags, but be able to detect them. Because we don't want to get you involved in a relationship that will lead to these kind of circumstances. And it's unfortunate where it can come in all big surprises, in all different forms. And that's where I come in. I want to help you if you're in this situation. I want to help you if you feel like you're about to be in this situation. And I want you to prevent yourself to be in these situations. So please don't forget to subscribe, comment, check out our link. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much.